The continuing saga of the Tugs. Let's dig into these. Alrighty, and welcome back everybody. Let's check the charge on this one. This is the one that ran out of diesel and then we couldn't get it to start again because I think the battery ran down all the way, or most of the way. Alright, 100%. So, alright, let's get the clamps off. There we go. Okay. Grab the key and see what happens. Good click. Something's still not quite right with this one. Either the teeth on the flywheel are blocking it just right, or the Bendix just isn't throwing out the starter gear into the flywheel. Might have to turn the crankshaft a little bit to see if I can find something for that. But in the meantime, we're going to get this one in the air also, so I can get to all the bleeder screws and just bleed the brakes as best I can and see if we can get this one to stop. Because, despite, like I said yesterday, despite what I said on Sunday, like even though these look identical, this one is heavier with a much better drivetrain for pulling aircraft. Unlike this one, this was originally designed to pull baggage trailers at an airport. Alright, we got her up in the air. Little difficulty getting the front wheels off. This obviously haven't been off in a while. They were almost stuck onto their hubs. But we got them. So now we got the bleeder hooked back up, and now we just got to put some of the brake fluid in the can here. Nice little B-Series Cummins we got underneath the hood here. This is a 3.9 liter B-Series. No turbo on this one. It's just a naturally aspirated. For those of you that may have a Dodge Ram with one of those diesels, the 5.9 liter 6-cylinder was this thing's bigger brother. Good engines. Alright, so now we pressurize this and leak check our pressure bleeder here. So I'm looking for about 15 pounds on the gauge here. I hear air hissing. It's not quite tight. Alright, so now we start with the brake bleeding, and here's the caliper here. Here's the bleed screw at the top. And you always go for the high points. And we start with the brake set that's farthest from the master cylinder. So in this one's case, right rear, right front, left front. So we'll do that in that order. Alright, so I'm going to crack that open, get my catch can ready, and I'm going to bleed up until there's no more bubbles. There we go. I want to pull a decent amount of fluid through here, make sure there's no air bubbles. Alright, so here we are at the right front, and this is likely one of my problems. So the bleeder screw on this one broke off one of the last times I tried to bleed this one. It's alright, it happens from time to time. They get stuck if they haven't been touched in years, which this one likely has. But I'm going to make do by using this bolt, or this plug bolt right here on the other side of the brake line, and try to get as much out of this thing as I possibly can. Your dad knows. Alright, got her back together, all bled out. Let's see what the pedals feel like. Oh.
There it is. Yeah. That looks better.
And so this actually, so usually right when you get about here, this got really squishy feeling. And it's probably going to feel even better once the engine's running and the vacuum pump is pulling vacuum on that booster. So, oh yeah, that feels a lot better. Oh, by the way, you weren't here earlier, but we may need to move the flywheel on that one or pull the starter because it's still not cranking over even with a fully charged battery.
Well, it's because you can hear it go zing, right?
Yeah.
Well, the appendix arm is probably broken. Which means that the starter's going to have to come off.
Yeah, again.
Well, that means swap this one for that one.
Yep. All right, yep. Just bring it on in. Just line up your lugs. There you go. You're almost there. There you go, you got one. Hey, there it is. And here's your lug nuts. Remember the cone shape faces inboard. Yep. Yep, there you go. Start them all by hand. Nice. This is just like changing a tire on a car too. Just about the same.
Really?
Mm-hmm. There you go. Let me go get the driver real fast. I put it. Where did I put it? Well, right next to my soda. Oh, strange. I could have sworn we had a drill here just a second ago. Alright. Yep, once they're all started by hand, then you can zip them in. And I have the torque set low so they bottom out, and so we'll put them with a torque wrench once we get once the rubber meets once we use the jack and get the tire back touching the ground again. Does that one not feel right?
No.
Yeah, let me see. It's good to stop when you don't. That's just a tight spot. All right, yeah, good call stopping on that one just to double check. But yep, should be good there.
Okay.
And then remember, start with one and then every other.
1, 3, 5, 2, 4.
You got it. There you go. All right, she's back down on the ground, but this one that won't start's in our way. We're gonna get it out of our way, so we're gonna push. Ready? Push with your legs. Ready? 2, 3. Oh, Jesus. Now let's rock. Oh my God. Boy, this is heavy. Oh, almost.
Oh, damn it.
Wow, this is heavy. You know what?
What?
Set the parking brake again. Let's go get something. All right, now she's out of the way. Oh, can you move that blue bucket, please?
Oh, yeah.
We don't want to run that over. Pick up our tools. Right.
I'll grab the driver.
Okay. All right, ready?
Yep.
All right. We know this one starts. right, well, the brakes work. Feels like there's a small air bubble left in that left front because it wants, or I'm sorry, right front, because it still wants to pull to one side now a little more, but it stops. And that's the important thing, is it actually stops. What do you say, Al? Shall we go get our T33? All right, let's do it. Slow and steady wins the race. Alright, well, we got her back. T33 is going to stay outside for a couple days. Hopefully the airport can do the LED light upgrade in this hangar too. That still needs a little bit of work. Now I'm starting to wonder if the transmission is as soon as you put it in gear, it just wants to go. So it's putting a lot of force on the drive line, which means you got to really stand on the brakes in order to get it to stop. It shouldn't be pushing forward that hard when it's in gear, so might need to adjust the transmission a little bit on that, but otherwise working. The got the crankshaft free. Well, made sure the crankshaft was moving on the other Tug, and we got to drop the starter on that one in order to get it to work again, right? But other than that, should be fine. So that's all we got. Hope you guys enjoyed that. We'll see you next time.